It's so cringe. It's so bad.
Talking about Dirty Dancing last night on ABC.
Oh my God.
The remake, not the original, because if it was the original, you guys wouldn't be making these groans.
No.
Oh my God.
Gina and Joe were apparently forced themselves to sit through it, and I'm not sure
We texted each
why.
other the whole time.
Yeah, we did. And listen, this is the thing. If you don't watch the full thing, my dad told me this perfectly, because after 20 minutes, I was like, that's it, I'm out, I quit.
My dad fell asleep
And
after the first 20 minutes.
My dad looks at me and he goes, Joe, if you're going to give a credible review about it, you have to watch the full thing. I'm like, but it's 3 hours. He goes, well, if a food critic gives a good review about food, doesn't he eat the whole food? I'm like, why do you have to do this to me? So I sat there for 3 hours.
You literally have
Is
a
the original
review.
one that
I
long
wrote a
too?
full page. I wrote a review, which I'll give tomorrow on my show. But today I could just kind of just tell you how awful that was.
right,
Wait,
well,
so was the original one like 3 hours long too?
No, it was
No,
like
it was an
maybe
hour and 46 minutes.
Well, you have to
Oh my
remember,
gosh.
ABC inserted commercials.
Right.
Yeah,
So that's what made it
they
3
inserted like an
3
hour
hours.
and a half of commercials.
Okay, but cut down all the commercials. Like Dirty Dancing, the new one probably would have been like 2 hours.
I don't think so. Maybe
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
less.
so.
And how many minutes of those 2 hours were worth watching?
None.
0.
No, there was one good scene. A single good scene. One single good scene, but it was so unnecessary.
What scene?
At the end?
Towards the end.
The words "the end" was coming.
The credits rolling up?
That's what came to mind right away. When
The only good scene. Wow, I can't talk. The only good scene, it's God telling me this, that I thought was between Bruce Greenwood and Deborah Messing. And
On
I
the
did not
boat?
like, on the boat. I liked that scene. That was the only good acted scene in the whole movie. It's like really like Bruce is like, I'm sorry for everything. Wow.
Deborah Messing literally looked disgusted when she was on that boat.
They
Like-
all, listen.
She was probably thinking of having to redo Will and Grace next month.
I
Right.
know.
It's just like this.
She should stick to Will.
Oh, yeah, that's coming back too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everything's
But,
revealed.
Old is new
but at
again.
least they have the same actors on that one.
Right.
They're not recasting.
But it was just so much unnecessary stuff that they
Yeah.
added into it, and there was no chemistry whatsoever. Baby looked like a 10-year-old, and Johnny looked like a 50-year-old with he's done nothing with his life.
Danny Zuko lookalike. for
No,
sure.
worse than Danny Zuko. Like Danny Zuko
Look-alike.
times 2.
Yeah, lookalike. He looked exactly like he was casted for the wrong
Like
movie.
I'll tell you, he can dance really well. Can he sing? No. Can he act? Not even close. J-Lo literally got that guy a job.
That wasn't J-Lo's boyfriend,
Yeah,
though.
it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
his cousin. You want to bet right now?
Well, then the same thing. He went
No,
to his
it's not.
cousin. He went to his cousin and said, "Yo, you got a job for me?" And he went, "Hold on, J-Lo, what do you got?" And she's like, "I don't know. There's some Dirty Dancing thing." And then what's up with Penny? Penny was a blonde. Hashtag Penny was a blonde. Let's get this going, people, because I seen it was a thing last night. It was a thing. Hashtag Penny was a blonde.
You're mad.
I am mad. This was so bad.
It was bad.
It was so.
And
the
you
movie,
were prior to watching, were you excited to watch it?
I was open-minded, and in 10 minutes, they ruined it for me. And you know how I knew it was going to be bad?
First of all, the watermelons weren't big enough.
No, hold on. The melons were fine.
I hate it when my melons aren't
The
big.
melons
aren't big enough.
No.
Yeah.
In the original, the
That's a
watermelons
concern.
were like 2 feet long, and the guy was carrying 3. These were like I could fit 3 in my pants. Like I could. Like, they were so
Hold on.
small.
That's not even it.
Yes, it was.
No.
And then she messed up the line. She said, "Oh, I carried his watermelon." No, that's not the line. It's I carried a watermelon. She messed that up. After that, I was pissed.
No, I was pissed right off the bat.
Wow, these are like very specific
Hold on.
complaints.
Very
Hold on.
specific.
I don't give complaints that aren't founded. And in the first scene,
And I watched the whole thing.
No,
These are facts.
I know that's what I'm saying.
No, you did not just say that.
Yes, I did. I said I don't give a
All
critique
right, you
that is-
people. Let's talk about
Hold on.
let's talk about how bad Dirty Dancing
Hold
was,
on.
not how bad this conversation is about to go.
Wait a second.
Go.
The worst part, the part that I knew was gonna be awful is beginning scene. They're driving, right?
Okay.
They're driving. When they drive, you can hear the Four Seasons singing.
Okay.
Like Big Girls Don't Cry, you can hear it, right? And then they go to like Dirty Dancing, and it changes to a modern remake of it, and it sounded awful. How did you do that? You ruined the Four Seasons.
All right, so on a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being bad, 4 being great, I'm guessing
0.
0.2.
Wow.
And the reason it gets a 0.2 is because I like Bruce Greenwood and Billy D. Williams is in it, and Lando Calrissian makes everything feel better.
All right, real quick, they ruined Dirty Dancing according to you guys.
Bashed it.
Awful.
What movie do you hope never gets remade that you hope never gets ruined?
There's so many.
Quickly.
All right, Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Psycho.
Oh wow!
Oh
Those
my
are
gosh,
classics.
wow.
Those are classics.
Yeah.
Psycho did
Okay.
get remade, didn't it?
It did, and it was awful, but I'm saying let's not do it again.
Oh.
Samantha, any choices?
I'm not like big on movies, so I can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of immediately was Boys in the Hood, because I figured if they redid it, the acting, like the scene where Ricky dies or
That's a
something,
good one.
I think a bad remake would just be so sad. Like you don't touch that movie.
Bill, any movies you want to make sure never get touched?
Back to the Future was the only one I could think of.
That's on
Yeah,
my
I
list.
totally
That's a good
agree.
one.
Of course.
Yeah. We can't redo that.
I got one
No.
musical though. Since they decided they want to do all musicals too, one musical that I know eventually they're going to touch and it's going to be awful. I'm going to call it right now in advance. They're going to do Les Mis and it's going to sound like awful.
They did Les Mis already.
Not live on television.
Oh, they did a movie.
I know. I'm saying the movie was all right, but they're going to do it on television and it's going to
No,
sound awful and
they
it's going to be
can't
like
do that.
5 hours long.
Well,
Mark my words.
On my
can't
list,
do that.
I hope they don't touch Office Space. That was a great movie. We don't need to
Okay.
redo Office Space. The Hangover, another one, really
yeah,
good.
But they
Yeah.
made 3 of them though.
Yeah.
That's kind of ruining it in itself.
Remakes and sequels are two totally
Yeah,
different
that
things,
is.
okay?
The first one was good.
all right, I give you that.
Oh.
Austin Powers.
100% agree.
Can't redo Austin Powers.
Can't.
And Hot Tub Time Machine. That one was a classic. Let's leave Hot Tub Time Machine right where it is.
Really?
What?
Why?
I haven't seen that in years.
You know
I
what's
don't.
funny? I think part of the criteria for that is there are, like Office Space. It
Yes.
was the characters in that made that movie work.
Exactly.
And if you can't get that character again,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
recreate
What's the
something
point?
without the ingredients.
That's what they did in Dirty Dancing,
And,
though.
and do you know? And think about the budget. Just red staplers alone, it costs so much money now. Thanks to that movie, the budget would be through the roof.
The Nassau Morning Madhouse.
90.3% fun.
The other 9.7% is still sleeping.
90.3 WHPC.
If you can only have one app on your iPhone, let's say the iPhones all of a sudden came out with hardly any memory on it, or there was some kind of security thing installed, and you only were allowed to have one app, what app would you choose? Because one A-lister is being forced to make that choice and has made that choice, and I'm wondering if you would agree with the choice.
I have a question about it, though.
Oh, God. There's no caveats. This is a made-up question.
No,
Joe.
I know, but hold on.
What?
Do you get, you know how when you get an iPhone, it comes with apps?
Yes, those would be off.
Okay, so you only get one app out of
Wait.
every app out
So
there.
even the ones that come with the iPhone, we're ixnaying on right now.
Ixnay, gone.
Oh gosh.
You only get one.
I think my answer still remains the same.
Okay, well, what is your answer, Samantha?
Well, I am torn between two. Maybe you guys can help me.
You have to pick one.
Well, if you can help me pick one.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm stuck between my Cash app.
What, a cash?
Yeah, it's like it's almost like you text money to people. As long as you have.
Like Venmo.
Yeah, but better. So either my
Shots
Cash
fired.
app or the Chick-fil-A app.
Ooh.
Because that comes in so clutch when you're dying for Chick-fil-A, and because the line still has not gone down. So to be able to place your order, I don't know if I could let that go.
Chick-fil-A is delicious. I have to go
yeah,
with
but you know what?
Never had it.
You can't use Chick-fil-A for too much.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's all
No,
set.
but that's it. Like, you can only get food. Like, what if you have to send a message out? That's why the
Oh.
Chipotle app is superior, because
Yeah.
you can put your name as "I need help," and then like another
Okay,
part
but
of
you
the
still-
message.
but
I'm
you
a
still have
prisoner
your
in a
text
Chinese laundry.
messages.
Right?
Texting isn't an app though, so you still have text.
No, he said no.
texting is
no.
an app.
He said you get.
Are you
one-
serious?
I said nothing is on the phone except
app.
one button.
Okay, so I'll probably go. And so your phone call. I'm gonna go with text then. Probably.
I think I might get an app that advertises new phones. That would probably
Smart.
be
So
the
you
most
can
important.
replace it?
Yeah, because that piece of crap is that's not
It's
going to work.
not good enough. One app isn't going
Nah.
to. Gina?
I would probably go with Instagram.
Instagram is the one app you can't live without.
Yeah, I can't live without it because listen, it has text message, so you could interact with people.
Okay.
It's got Snapchat basically involved in it,
All right, so
and
she's
you
got
can post
piggyback
pictures.
apps. Right,
So
right.
it's all in one, and it's basically dominating all of the other apps. So I would pick Instagram.
You guys
Okay.
aren't thinking this through
Oh,
enough.
WhatsApp
Oh,
is
the
a good
Chipotle
one.
app, please.
No, that's not
No,
the one. I was
WhatsApp
saying,
is a good one because you can call and everything on
Okay,
that
what
too.
would you pick?
No, the Chipotle app isn't the one. I'm saying there's better food apps to pick than Chick-fil-A.
Okay, but which app would you pick?
I would pick Safari.
Safari.
Easy,
Okay.
because I can just go on any website I want.
Hey, these kids are thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
now
very
you're
true.
Good for them.
All right,
I'm
you're
glad
only-
you thought this through. 'Cause
You're only allowed one app. Zach, what app are you going to pick?
You know what? I would have to agree with Joe. Safari. I can just
There you
use
go.
anything on the
Cheater.
internet. YouTube.
Cheater.
You know,
You can
YouTube,
also
Facebook,
call through,
anything
make phone
on
calls through the
Safari.
internet, right?
Boring.
I would
too.
I would pick Angry Birds. Keep me busy forever. But President Donald Trump
Of course.
was given
Twitter?
this ultimatum. Yes, Twitter.
Obviously.
By who? His staff?
By his staff, his aides. Trump
Why would they let
tweets-
him keep
They
Twitter?
want to get him off Twitter.
Well, here's the thing. He tweets from an iPhone with only the Twitter app installed because his aides like to keep him busy and limit his screen time, so making sure he doesn't send out as many controversial tweets, but that's the only app they give him on his phone. The phone doesn't even make phone calls. It just has
That's
Twitter.
so sad.
So how many phones does he have? Like 4?
I maybe, but the iPhone is the iPhone only has Twitter on it.
Did they pin it
But
to his
they're-
sleeve?
They were upset that he was using an Android phone in the past and thought it would be a hacking risk, so they converted him over to the iPhone. And it receives regular security updates, and they claim it's safer, and they make sure that the only app on it to make sure that he doesn't stray and keeps himself tweeting only.
What do you mean?
And it has a
needs
pacifier
to stop
on one
tweeting.
side and a pin to put on his.
Well, they
to pin
think
it
they
to.
think if they put Angry Birds on there, he'll stop worrying about being president. So that's why they make sure the only
I
thing
think
he
he's
can
already
do.
stopped.
So,
Good
anyways,
idea.
I don't think
So
he
I
needs
think they
Angry
screwed
Birds
it
help.
up. I think they should do that, and then maybe.
Yeah, they need to remove his Twitter
wait a
privileges.
second. So how many phones does he have? He has one for Twitter, so then that means he has to have at least one for just texting because I feel like that guy texts too much. And what does he have? Like a red Batman phone just in case things go wrong? He can call
Yeah.
Batman.
And don't forget the phone with the special button that can shoot off anything it wants to. I'm sure
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he can't have
guess.
that.
he does.
He has a
He
mobile
does?
app, Nukes Incorporated, where he can do whatever he wants.
Objects in your speakers.
Are crazier than they appear.
Are you crazy?
Hey, you want to see crazy? I'll tell you.
It's the NASA Morning Madhouse.
On the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
Samantha, off the air, you were asking us if where there was a burger place in Manhattan.
Smash Burger, not just a burger place.
Okay.
Smash Burger.
All right, you like Smash Burger.
I do.
And you're going to Manhattan and you need to have one of their burgers that badly that you need
Yes.
to ask me at 9:30 in the morning where there's a Smash Burger in Manhattan?
Yes.
Oh, but I hope
I'm
you
a-
like walking because it's all the way at the Empire State Building.
No. He just said there was one 2 blocks away from Penn Station, and I will try my luck.
That's a lot. Blocks in Manhattan are much longer than
They're
anywhere
walkable
else.
though. 2 blocks. No, I'm going.
I don't think there's anything I've ever craved so much that I've started thinking about it at 9:30 in the morning.
I
Wow.
have.
Then you need to reevaluate your life and the things that you hold important to you because that happens to me almost every day.
Wow.
Like as soon as I walk into my office at work, I'm like, "What's for lunch?"
What are we having for lunch today, Joe?
I don't know. You see, that's a great question.
I think
Probably
we're having burgers for breakfast, though.
Burgers for breakfast.
doing burgers for breakfast,
I
and
was-
if we continue with our lazy trend, we probably will order Papa John's.
That's true. It's very late. It is raining
Guys,
out,
Chipotle's
too.
right around the corner, and
Yeah,
I was kind of craving Chipotle too.
That's a
So I
drive.
would suggest that for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a drive. I have to go there. I have to get
Gil.
out of my car, go into Chipotle.
But it's worth it once you
get
eat it.
the food, go back to my car. Like if we just do Papa John's, they come right here. They get stuff wrong. We get
Papa
free food.
John's.
It's all about the calories.
I didn't even know
The
Papa.
ones spent getting into the restaurant.
Yes.
Right.
You want to make sure you keep every single calorie possible. If you're going to eat something like Papa John's, you want to make sure they all stay in.
Make sure you guys get the
Capture
little
those calories.
cookie pie.
No.
So good.
No, because you know what? You have to
So
you have to
good.
think about the future. One day when the world turns into a Mad Max post-apocalyptic world where we're fighting for bullets and water, we need to have as many calories now so that we're ready for that.
I thought the apocalypse happened
That's why
last
you need to get the cookies.
I thought
Let me
the
know if that works for you. And
I thought the apocalypse happened last night.
Please stop.
Stop! The pain!
Every time.
Torture!
My whole body just went numb.
That
Like,
song,
it's
I-
so bad.
All right,
That
Dirty
song was
Dancing. We didn't
awful.
like Dirty Dancing.
I don't get it. Why didn't they just stick with half the Righteous Brothers and Jennifer Warner?
They should have
Instead,
just
they
played the
sang
record.
it.
I know. It's
Instead, they
so
sing
bad.
it. Why? The song, that song.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's my fault.
I was gonna say, I don't know
See,
why you
now
got them
gotta
started
rile
again.
it up.
Listen
you
tomorrow
the
at-
sleeping giant there.
Listen here tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and you can listen to me destroy this for like
Yes.
5-10 minutes,
On the
probably
s-
20.
On the stage door.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We're gonna destroy that movie.
Can we
Shameless
can we
plug.
move on
Sean,
now?
what do you got?
Can we move on
Yeah,
now?
go.
All right, let's hear about
Let's
equality.
hear about equality.
Right, women's equality is what we were talking about
Next.
here. 9:42 right now. I'm all what?
He said next when you said women's equality. Wow.
Well, I'm all for having women's equality. I think women should be paid.
I think they get dramatic sometimes, though, so I'm waiting to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm curious what you guys think, and if you guys are on board with this new method. It's probably actually a very old method.
I'm already bored by this. Let's just get
all
it
right,
over.
fine. Okay? According to a new study, only 77% of women under 24, that means the majority are still doing it,
Yeah.
but there's a small minority that are not. Only 77% of women shave their armpits.